Hey everyone, it's Jennie Garcia from earthyscrap.blogspot.com and Earthy Scrap on Facebook, and today I'll be showing you how to make your own alphabet die cuts. And I show some watercolor paper, cardstock, and pattern paper. I'm not really gonna use the pattern paper and the cardstock, but it's a good idea to make your own alpha die cuts with that. Those are my favorite dies from Lawn Fawn and Avery L. And other fun shapes. Photo paper, and it's glossy. This one's from Canon, and the other one is from HP. And of course, the Tombow Blending Guide. Actually, the Blending Kit. And of course, Tombow Dual Brush Pens. And I'm gonna show you what comes in the Blending Kit. Comes with a little instructions and tips. The blending palette. The spray mister, and the colorless blender. And the blending palette has a chart with all the Tombow colors on the back. And for these first patterns, I'm gonna do some patterns using the mono glue pen from Tombow, and I'm not gonna show you how I did that because you're not gonna see anything. The glue pen is clear, so you don't really see anything until you do the reveal with color. And this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna scribble on the blending palette, scribble with some colors, use the spray mister, and then put my photo paper on top. For this first one, for these first few ones, I'm gonna do the photo paper. And here I'm just drawing circles. The pattern transfers to the photo paper almost as you draw it. So there you can see the little drops of water and the circles, and it's really fun and it dries really fast. I prefer my Canon paper because I feel that you can keep piling the color on top, while these HP paper it's gonna pick up the first colors that you put on and maybe a little bit of the second ones, but not a lot. And here, this is one of the resist backgrounds. That's what I was making with the glue pen. And you don't have to wipe it off or scrape it off. You just let it dry. And the good thing is that in photo paper, it dries even faster. And you can do this resist backgrounds on watercolor paper too. And here I'm doing more circles. I'm gonna spray. The more water you use, the less circles you're gonna see, but I like the circles. And I like that background, but I wanted it a little bit more darker, so I scribbled in blue again and picked up more color. Probably my favorite one. And you're not gonna really, don't worry about it being so perfect, because the die cuts are gonna pick up just a few patterns here and there. So just start practicing. This is super fun. Here I just made little ovals, nothing too hard. Like I said, you can do lines, you can do circles. Here I was inspired by a space galaxy that Mary Browning did in the Pinners Conference. And I really like that, how it looked, and with the little scribbles it worked really well. And those are just scribbles. I didn't take it seriously. I just tried to cover the paper in patterns that when I cut them, you will see at least a little bit of them in each die cut. And I'm also using colors adjacent to each other in the color wheel. You don't want them to mix and be brown or have muddy colors. And that one is in watercolor paper, so you notice that it's not dried instantly. So I'm just gonna do all these backgrounds and put them to the side, and at the end I'm gonna do all the cutting. And with the watercolor paper, it's actually easier to come back and pick up more color too, and then you can make it drip a little. And this is super easy. Like I made 18 different alpha sets in 2 hours. So I'm smushing these 2 hours in 13 minutes for you guys. And this is just splattering. You're gonna scribble on the palette, spray a little bit of water to, you know, so you can pick it up with your watercolor brush and just sprinkle them around. And this one's probably my favorite. It looks like one of the eggs. There's a candy they sell for Easter that looks like that. My mom used to love that, little chocolate eggs. And in this one, I'm going to use the paper that I've been using to clean up my blending palette. And I'm going to take, this is watercolor paper, and I'm going to put the Mono Aqua liquid glue on top of it. And then I'm going to put the paper, and I'm going to go over the top again with the Mono Aqua liquid glue. And it's really cool. It's going to be, this glue kind of evaporates, so you're still going to feel the texture of the paper towels once it's die-cutted. And this one is really easy. You just want to stamp on cork. Pick up a pattern basically like this. This stamp is from Freckle Fawn, and just keep stamping. And I'm sorry, my head is in the way. And here I'm using a stamp from A Beautiful Mess. I'm just gonna make another background pattern, and you don't have to worry about it being perfect. Once the letters are cut, you're not gonna look at it too much. And this background was really fun. It's just a bunch of washi strips. I have so much washi, it's not even funny, you guys. So I'm really on a mission to use them all up. Layla, so here. And so I'm covering cardstock paper with washi tape. And in the first one, I went crazy with colors and patterns. And here, I just use 4 different washi tapes, and the colors kind of go well together, so it's less crazy. Now I'm gonna start die cutting using my Big Shot, and those dies are from Lawn Fawn. These are the first one. I love how those washi alphas came out. And you want to go back and forth in your die cut machine a few times. Like, I don't really, to save you the time, I cut that part out, but depending on how thick the material is, you want to go more than 3 times, and even cork I went up to 5 times. Same with the paper towel material. And they look kind of crazy, but I really love how they look with different patterns and colors. And here I messed up big time. My ink wasn't as dry as I thought it would be. I used the Clear Snap ink, and it takes a long time to dry, and I always forget that because I normally use Memento actually. But when I'm gonna stamp in materials like this, I need that Clear Snap heavier, super inky ink pad. But it made my die and my plate dirty, and it was a pain in the butt to clean. And actually it's gonna stain a few of my alphas like this ones, and I had to clean it up with the Tombow sand eraser. That was the only thing that helped me clean up. I even have a stamp cleaner that didn't work. Alcohol, I tried a few things and didn't work. And this is just the watercolor background, and I love how you can see so many textures in one letter. This is how the background looks, and you can also use the background in a mixed media piece. This is another watercolor paper background, and again, I love the texture. It's so fun, and that cue turned out really cool. Now the circle in the center didn't cut that well. I went and had to punch it out because I left the previous piece on. But you can do this kind of ombre effect like in the end, or do the splatters like the Q, or just do many colors. And here I have the whole rainbow. You can also just do one color if you need alphas last minute for a project, and like always you ran out of E's or A's or R's or S. Those are the ones I ran out first. Then just make one of these on your own. Sorry, that's my daughter. I'm doing this during the day with her here, so she's coloring next to me. And these, I love how these look. They look like sorbet, like that rainbow ice cream from Baskin Robbins. I'm hungry. First it was like the Easter eggs, like these letters, and now ice cream. But I love the splatters, and I should have went a little crazier with the splatters now that I see it. They still look really cool, but I think that I could have added more. And if you're a gold kind of person, it's also cool to do the splatters with gold mist. I don't use the gold because I don't know, I love how gold looks, but when I use it, I can't make it work. And this one looks like space with the swirls and the colors and the fun splatters. I love this pattern and the swirly one the best, and also the watercolor pattern backgrounds. And let me know which ones were your favorite, and if you try, please tag me. I'm JennieGarciaN on Instagram because I want to see how people take this tutorial and make it their own. Or you can copy it verbatim. I have no problem with that at all. I'm just curious to see, how it turns out for you. And this is the little dot pattern, and I like that the blue ones look like water. So if you're doing a water park layout or something about water, mermaids, whatever, you can do this with the blue. And this is the photo paper. I should have, because it looks it's the same technique as the one I used in the watercolor, but it looks completely different. And this one also look very beachy. This is the pattern I drew with the X's. You can also do hearts, lines, triangles, anything you want. You can also stamp in the photo paper. That's a good technique too, and I forgot to do that one, but now you know, and you can practice that on your own. And here are all the backgrounds. I love this one, very disco colors. Or you can put paint drops, watercolor drops on the top and let them bleed, and you can cut them out. That would be interesting too. But you can make this background, splash background technique 20 times doing the same formula, and each time it's going to be different, especially if you use different kinds of paper. But I only recommend watercolor and photo. Don't try it on regular cardstock because it's not going to go well. It's going to break, it's going to get flimsy. And so I think my favorite was the washi one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm JennieGarciaN on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and Periscope. I'm Earthy Scrap on Facebook, and earthyscrap.blogspot.com is my blog. So I hope you enjoy this. If you give these a try, please tag me. I would love to see what you make. Have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. Just experiment. And thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye. Layla, say bye. No. Layla, someone say bye. Sorry. Bye.